neckline of the worn nursing scrub top she slept in. Los Angeles hadn't gotten the memo that it was supposed to be winter. Rick rested the points of his fingers on his kneecap as if to extract the bone. He cleared his throat. She's, elegant, does Pilates, blonde, an accountant, from Amsterdam. Elegant, blonde, Pilates. Each specific, an arrow punching through flesh. Eve looked down at her stretched-out scrub top. She had the kind of plain good looks that aunts called pretty, but never had she been described as elegant. That's enough now. Trust me, you don't want to know anything else. How old is she? He waved a hand. I don't know what that has to do with it. It was a half-hearted attempt, she could tell, and he relented under her skeptical glare. 26. Her mouth made a few attempts before she got the words out. So she was 8 when we were 18. Why is that? We could legally vote, Rick, and she was having a My Pretty Pony-themed birthday party. An image swept in unannounced. Her and Rick's third date. Them in the car, driving up PCH to Malibu for a lazy beach day. He'd guessed her favorite Beatles song on the first try, Let It Be. 213 songs, and he'd known. How far from there to here, and no breadcrumb trail leading back. Remember Malibu? She asked. Their shorthand. He gave a woeful nod. I wish you still looked at me like that. Like I was, special. Her vision was blurry. She'd held out until now, but then she'd heard the words, even from her own mouth, and that had done it. She hated herself for being such a goddamned open book. He spread his hands, laced them again. What am I supposed to say? You're supposed to say you're still special. She wiped her cheeks. I don't know. A burst of animation rocked him forward in the chair. I feel like our lives have turned into this soulless, scheduled bullshit. Emails and PowerPoint presentations and emails about PowerPoint presentations, and none of it matters. None of it matters. He was talking fast, which he did when he was upset, words and sentences tumbling out. It's like we never stopped and looked at each other and said, we don't want to live like this. Her gaze found the airplane tickets in their optimistic yellow sleeves on the bookshelf. Their 10-year anniversary was 9 months off, and just last week she'd cashed in miles for a vacation package, a full week in the jungles of Oaxaca. Rick thought the trip ambitious, but she'd studied biology with a minor in Spanish, so why not? Plus, the state was the safest in Mexico. None of the narco-violence that had people going missing and decapitated corpses washing up even in Acapulco. Just a chance to escape all the petty distractions, the tentacles of modern communication, the tiny violations that chipped away at them minute after minute. A chance to clear their heads, breathe fresh air, get out of range. A chance to remember who they were. 7 times? 7 times? Rick's cell phone chirped a text alert, and she couldn't help wondering. Past his sallow face, the computer glowed, his Gmail open. 4 unread emails. The screen refreshed, another bold message ticking into the inbox. The life of a public defender, always on call for crises most likely to occur at night, on weekends, in the middle of marital catastrophes. Job I hate, can barely keep us in the house, he was saying. I'm grinding out hours, get home, no energy, you're there with HGTV on. I watch TV at night, she said, because I'm lonely. I'm not a mind reader, Eve. A metallic scrape of latch against strike plate announced the door's opening. Nicholas stood in the narrow gap, door and jamb pressing either shoulder, his 7-year-old face taut with concern. In his droopy pajamas, he brought to mind John Darling from Peter Pan, with his tall, dignified forehead, the glasses framing oversized Disney eyes.